So Simon, today I want to talk about having a core business area. So other countries or companies will call that either a business development area, a BDA. Some companies will call it a farming area, but it's a core area that you're going to focus your attention on and become known. So it's sort of like a niche market. Now, whereabouts do you live at the moment?
I live in Corston.
Okay, so tell me about Corston. How many houses are in that?
It's a big estate, probably about 1,800 houses.
Yeah.
It's growing all the time. There's lots of development work going on there.
Okay.
A couple of schools.
Yeah.
Nice little community.
Right. And are they modern houses, old houses?
Yeah, modern. I mean, I think the oldest house back dates probably about 18 years
Okay.
since the estate started. Yeah.
So it's a modern housing estate.
Yeah.
My advice to anybody is when they choose a core business area is to choose where they live.
Right.
Because I just think you can be that really local expert, and I think also if you focus on that area, people will want to deal with someone else who's local, who knows the school and who knows the area. So I'll come back to that, but
Okay.
so I would just use it. And as regards to the numbers, 2,000 homes is about right. And so let's just use Corston then as an example. And what I'd like you to do is do a bit of research on Corston. So not now, but over the later today, is find out how many houses exactly are there, how many are currently for sale, how many are currently sold, and what type of properties, what the average price is, and literally have the most knowledge and information about that area than anyone else.
Okay.
And then the key is to then become part of that community. So these are things I would recommend you do if you haven't already done them. I mean, so join the local residents association if there is one,
Okay.
and a parish council or any other groups or societies. Is there like, have you got kids? Are they at school?
Been through the schools, but yeah, we're
Okay.
quite linked to the schools.
So if there was like a parents teachers association, you've got kids at the school, be involved in those. If there's churches. If you're not religious, then it could be other things, like it could be the local cycling club, the local bike club. If I literally go to Facebook now and type in Corston, in fact, why don't I do it? I'm going to type in. So I typed in Corston, it's come up with Corston Runners, Corston Community, Corston Parish.
Number one.
Yeah.
That wasn't a bad guess, was it?
Yeah. Corston Chinese, Corston residents.
Yeah.
So I've got lots of results, but then you've got groups, so you can click on groups. So Corston Runners, Corston residents, Corston Medic. So join all these Facebook groups, and then join any other meetings that are going on and be part of the community. And what I'm going to talk about later on, maybe in the next video, is talking about communicating with those people and maybe doing some monthly canvassing cards. But it's important that everyone knows who you are and what you do. That's the key. And the more interaction you have with people in that community, you're part of the community, and maybe we can talk about later on sponsoring events and doing other stuff. But let's have a core business area. That's Corston. It's about 2,000 homes. And what I'd like to know now, we've probably got no market share at the moment, is then we need to have a target of what you want your market share to be. So depending on the number of houses that are for sale and the volume you need to achieve, but you might say that you want to have a 30% market share by this time next year, for example. It could be 50%. If you can dominate that area, now that doesn't stop you listing and selling houses in other areas, but if you focus on that core area, then when people have got, say you're selling a house there and it's a 4-bedroom detached, they've got a house to sell, it might be in another area, they might say to you, can you sell my house? And you might deal with that. But you need to become known as Mr. Corston. I want everyone in Corston to know, if you want to sell your house, you've got to go to Simon. So we want to see your for sale signs up with your picture on and your name, canvassing cards with the letterboxes, that you're involved in all the groups and all the societies, all the everything that's going on in Corston. And my advice to anyone out there is find your niche in the market and become a specialist. So it could be a specialist in an area, or it could be a specialist in the type of property. So if you were 65, and I know you're not a long way away from that, a long way away, but you could specialise in bungalows and retirement homes. Because if I was 65 and I was looking for a bungalow, I'd want to deal with you for two reasons. You're a similar sort of age and you specialise in that type of property. And it could be, if I was an investor, you deal with buy-to-let properties and investment properties. It could be if I was a younger estate agent and I was 19, maybe I'll specialise in first-time buyer properties or flats or terraced homes. So it could be an area, it could be a type of property, could be £1 million homes. You just want to deal with the more expensive homes, get a reputation for being the expert in luxury homes. So find your niche, have a core business area. Yours is called Corston. We're going to follow your journey on look at the market share in Corston and the analysis and how you can maximise your listings by working that area. Hope that helps. We'll see you in the next video.